Okay, I'm just gonna set up number 22 and 23. We already did 21. I'm not gonna actually do out 22 and 23 because it will take forever. But I figure if I set you up and give you the formulas, then we should be okay. So the first one is 22. I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna draw a coordinate grid. Again, it's in the first quadrant. That's as much as we know about it. We're gonna assume it's all positive. Oh, it even tells you. So assume all the variables are positive. Good, I was doing that anyway. So the first point's easy. It's at 0, 0. So we'll write that in, and this is point A. That's this point right here that we just did. Point B is HH. H doesn't exist in numbers, so we're going to make it up. And I'm going to put it right there. So that means that this spot right here is H, and this spot right here is H, because our coordinates are H and H, so we have X is H and Y is H, so that's where I put them. Okay, and I should write that in there. It's B, and it's H, H. Okay, and the last coordinate is 2H, which is 1, 2, twice as big as H. Does that make sense where I put that there? So it's 2H, 0, and we know that it's on the x-axis because of the 0 for the y. Okay, and that's C. And I can draw in my triangle now. Okay. Okay, so there's my triangle. Set up, ready to go, same as last time. If you happen to find that this side, when you do the length, is equal to that side, then your answer is that it's an isosceles triangle. If you happen to find that this is a right angle for some reason, then it's a right angle. It's possible to be both. It can be a right triangle and an isosceles triangle. But it's rare, so maybe not. We'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to draw number 23 now. Okay, here is my first quadrant. First one's 0n. They're switching it up on us. So I know where 0 on the x is, right? But n has to be made up. So I'm going to put n right there. We're going to call that n. And the coordinate, actually I'm going to change the color of that. We'll call that this n. But the coordinate is a, or the name is a, and the coordinate is 0, n. So it's 0 on the x, n up. I made it up. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is mn. Completely made up, but we've already established n. So that means on the y coordinate. So that means that we need to put mn on n. So that's already there. So we'll put it right here. I made up where m is, but now that it's there, I'm gonna establish it. Now m is on the x-axis, and we know where it is, so that's where it stays. So the coordinate of this new one is mn. Okay, and again, we already established the n because of the first coordinate that we were given. The second coordinate, we have to follow the n, and then we can make up where the m is. And now m has a spot, so we can't move the m. And last but not least, we have C right here, and it's at m0. 0 is already established because it's where 0 always is, and m we just established in the last one, which was right there, right? So that means that on the m and on the 0, that's going to be our point, which is C. So that's going to be m0. Okay, I hope that makes sense in how I got to all those places. I hope these lines are straight. If they're not, then assume that they're straight. The last thing I want to do on this one is I'm going to draw the triangle. In this triangle, I'm going to take, you can see that this is straight and this is straight, and we know that because of the coordinates. So we can say this is a right triangle. We know right off the bat. When you do length, you may find that they're the same length apart. And then it's an isosceles and it's a right triangle. But you'll figure that out when you do the equations. So let me give you a quick review of the formulas you're going to use. So for length, I believe it is square root of x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1. Oh, these are both squared. Don't forget about that. For slope, your formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And for midpoint, your formula is two separate formulas. Remember with midpoint, we're finding first the x-coordinate, then we're finding the y-coordinate. So that'll be x1 plus x2 over 2, and then comma, and then y1 plus y2 over 2 is your second coordinate. And those will probably be like here, here, and here. But obviously you'll figure it out when you do it. It's not a big deal to know where they are exactly as long as you have the actual coordinates, because they're probably going to be some numbers that you're not even going to be able to plot because you have a lot of letters here. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I hope the math works out well. Send any more questions that you have. I will talk to you soon. Bye.